Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. There is something which I once opined on this platform, and allow me to repeat myself once again. That one man, Cleophas Malala, is working for William Samoei Arap Ruto. I'll insist on that until the day you will come to me with evidence that is not a mole in the opposition. I'm saying that because can you explain to me how and why DCP party could not withdraw their candidate for Malava while they found it fine and okay to withdraw their candidate in Mbeere North? Because critically, DCP had high chances of winning Mbeere North than the way they do in Malava. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why they've insisted is because they fell for the trap which was laid to them by William Samoei Arap Ruto. Is William Ruto that genius? Because William Ruto understands one thing, that the only way he can defeat the opposition in 2027 is if the opposition will fail to front a candidate. And William Ruto is going to use this by elections to gauge his strength. And he's also going to use them to split the opposition. Earlier today, DAP-Kenya party issued a threat. And that threat was directed to none other than Rigathi Gachagua. And they gave Rigathi Gachagua 24 hours to withdraw their candidate in Malava. But the truth is that's not going to happen, because that Malava candidate has already submitted his documents to IEBC and has been duly cleared to run for the vacant parliamentary seat. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposition had the opportunity to rally around the DAP candidate and win it, and then allow one of them to become the automatic face of the opposition in Luhya Nation. Buni Alwale joined them, Mbeere and Wamalwa. Why not allow them to sponsor their candidate to face off with Ruto? The truth is, if UDA candidate will win in Malava, mark that, if they will win in Malava, I can assure you, the opposition will be punctured in a very big way. And that's why I had expected Malala to support the DAP-Kenya candidate.
Ukiangalia chama ambayo imekuja hapa juzi ya DAP, wanasema ati hiyo ndio chama cha Mluya. Ningependa kutofautisha vitu mbili. Iko tofauti ya Mluya kusema chama ni cha Mluya na ni chama ama chama cha Mbukusu. Sababu ukiangalia hiyo chama, party leader wake Eugene Wamalwa kutoka Trans Nzoia, ako na deputy wawili. Deputy party leader wake George Natembea kutoka Trans Nzoia. Mbukusu. Deputy party leader wa pili ni wa Munyinyi Mbukusu. Secretary General ni Eseli Mbukusu. Yule mzee Noah Wekesa, yeye ni Mbukusu organizing secretary. Nyinyi watu wa Kakamega mko wapi kwa hiyo chama jamani? Na watupatie heshima. Watupatie heshima. Leo hii kule Trans Nzoia Natembea na Eugene Wamalwa na Wamunyinyi wakipoteza kiti kwa Wabukusu kule. Mimi nitatoka hapa niende kwa skimu huko kuwachagulia mbunge kweli? Yaani mnatudarau paka kwa bedroom yetu.
Na watu ya Malava ndio wamesaa Busiega, wamesaa Nyoko. wanajua hii watoto ni nani anaweza simama awasaidie. Na sisi tunasema hivi, kama collusion inataka mtu mmoja na wametokea wawili, walete hiyo watu yote kwa ground, wapiga kura wataamua.
Kwa hivyo tunataka Malala akae kando, na kama Malala anatembea huku na huku, nataka kuambia huyo wa Munyoro ya kwamba Malala anampanga, kwa sababu yeye ameenda UDA, amepewa pesa, akuja danganya huku watu akisema ya kwamba ako katika upinzani na kumbe yeye ako katika serikali.
Tangu tushikane na huyu Malala tumpigie kura, hajawahi kurudi kusema asante. Amerudi tu wakati ametupwa nje, na sisi hatutaki reject. Tunataka wale watu ambao wanataka kuleta maendeleo na wanatambua watu wa Malava.
Malala, wewe ukisema DAP ni wapukusu, pengine huku kosea, kwa sababu wewe sio Mluya. Ukisema DCP ile yako ni ya Mluya gani? Hiyo ni ya Munyoro hiyo. Nataka nikuambie hivi, hiyo kiherehere yako ilikufanya wakakufukuza kwa UDA. Tena mimi najua huko kwenye umeenda kule kwa DCP ni biashara unafanya huko, utakunduliwa na watakufukuza.
Unataka kutupeleka kwa Munyoro na hapa kwa Pukusu, mahali penye tunasafika ni wapi?
Ni hapa.
Wa Munyoro tena uende utuache huko.
Why is he refusing? In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys my thoughts about DCP, Malala, and DAP-K in Malava. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me head straight to the points. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin this video by playing for you this clip of Rigathi Gachagua in early September when he announced the withdrawal of DCP candidates for various seats. And tell me any justification why he could not withdraw the Malava candidate.
Party's candidate to complete a full term, and hence DCP has agreed to give support to the Democratic Party candidate and start down our candidate at DCP. This decision has also been informed by the recognition that the Honorable Justin Bidan Muturi, the party leader of the Democratic Party, is a great leader from that region with enhanced capacity and undoubtedly we shall therefore support the Democratic Party candidate and ask our members in Mbeere North to support that candidate for the Democratic Party. Number two, we have also agreed that we support the Wiper Patriotic Front candidate in Mubuni Ward in Machakos County under the opposition banner. Equally, we have also agreed to support the candidate of the DAP-K candidate in Kabuchai and Trailer Ward in Bungoma County.
For me, my take on this are as follows. Number one, infiltration. For those who've been following this channel, I want the opposition against infiltration. There was no way they were going to avoid infiltration. Can I tell you a story? Let me tell you a story which happened in a constituency you all know. That constituency is called Langata. The year is 2017. The person who won is called Nixon Korir. How did Nixon Korir manage to win in Langata? Because Kalenjins are not in Nairobi. How did he manage to win? And we all know that when it comes to numbers, Raila Odinga had numbers. ODM had numbers. Wiper had numbers. The reason why Nixon Korir won was because William Ruto at that time was keen on having a Kalenjin MP in Langata. And he infiltrated Wiper. And the Wiper candidate, who was Aluo then, refused to withdraw. She got over 3,000 votes. The winner and the runners-up had a difference of less than 200 votes. That's exactly what is likely to happen in Malava. Because going by the crowd, Malala's candidate is doing well. Of course, Malala also understands the Kakamega politics. At the same time, DCP candidate is also doing well. The seat was previously won by UDA, which means in Malava, they have that history. So these parties might split votes, and UDA candidate might emerge the winner. Tell me if that's not a trap. That's number one. Number two, I'm also looking at Uhuru Kenyatta's factor. The DAP Kenya leader is called Eugene Wamalwa. But the kingpin of Luhya politics is called George Natembeya. If you are to give Natembeya to pick between Uhuru and Rigathi, who would he pick? He would easily pick Uhuru Kenyatta. Again, if you were to give Wamalwa choice to make between Rigathi and Uhuru, who would Wamalwa pick? Would easily pick Uhuru Kenyatta. The truth is, Wamalwa has threatened to leave because that's exactly what he wants to do. Wamalwa is closer to Uhuru Kenyatta than he is to Rigathi Gachagua. In 2013, Wamalwa was supposed to be Uhuru Kenyatta's running mate during that presidential election. William Ruto came in the picture in the last minute, but he had the numbers. Ruto came with the numbers. And that's how Wamalwa failed to become Uhuru Kenyatta's running mate in 2013. From that time until the time Uhuru Kenyatta left office, Wamalwa served in his cabinet. From the time Uhuru Kenyatta was appointed, was elected the president, until the time he left office, Fred Matiang'i served as a cabinet secretary. Uhuru is supporting Matiang'i. Tell me if these are just not strategies of exit strategy. My other take is that the zoning or the politics of shares is what is going to break these parties. Rigathi Gachagua is saying something which makes sense. Where are your numbers? Wamalwa is saying, or Wamalwa and DAP Kenya are saying, sisi ni watu wa Western. Then you have a by-election. Then you sponsor a candidate. Let's say even if Ford Kenya were to win, then DAP Kenya becomes number 2, and the range is not big. They won't claim that ground. So that zoning is the main problem. The reason why Matiang'i is in disagreement with Rigathi is because of the same share politics. Rigathi wants Matiang'i to come with a Kisii-based political party. The moment Matiang'i will come with a Kisii-based political party, the discussion is going to shift. Where are your numbers? Kisiis. But if Matiang'i were to come from Jubilee, then he comes with the support of Natembeya. He comes with the support of Peter Munya. It changes everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the politics of shares, because Natembeya wants to stamp his authority, DAP Kenya wants to stamp his authority, Rigathi will have to accept that Western Kenya is DCP. And lastly, political interest. This is something which I keep on repeating, that in politics you have only two constants, the interest and the betrayal. What is the political interest of Eugene Wamalwa? Eugene Wamalwa wants to become the governor for Kakamega. He's not interested in Rigathi Gachagua becoming the president. Malala is not interested in Matiang'i becoming the president. Malala is not interested in Kalonzo Musyoka becoming the president. His interest is in Kakamega. If he can use this opportunity to test run his strength, so be it. That's exactly what he's doing, and it's going to cost these guys big time. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.